Hey everyone, my name is Claude.
And I'm Clinton, and we're the lamest offenders.
So for today's episode, we are reviewing Incredible Hulk, so let's just go ahead and get started.
Hi, Thanos. We're the lamest offenders.
I don't even know who you are.
We have a small but dedicated fan base.
Be sure to visit our sponsor at BaskervilleProductions.com.
All right, welcome back. So this is continuing our MCU legacy review. So looking back, we made a poor decision to actually review all the MCU titles. And if you hadn't watched our last video, which was Iron Man, the next one up is Incredible Hulk, which came out shortly after Iron Man.
Just a month or two. Really quick.
It was the summer of 2008. And again, at least from my perspective, I was just waiting for Dark Knight. And I was like, I guess I'll see another one. So first things first, what I really liked about this movie was it didn't waste a lot of time with Bruce Banner's origin story, which was great. Because I wish more movies would do this, where they just kind of explain it in the opening credits.
Yeah, it was very well done, honestly. Yeah, a lot like the Iron Man movie as well.
Right. Yeah. And I think Amazing Spider-Man did this as well. With everybody already knows Hulk, he gets mad, he goes green. Everybody knows Peter Parker was bitten by a radioactive spider. You don't have to retell those things. No. So opening up, you have Bruce Banner, who is played by Edward Norton, not Mark Ruffalo. Nope. And he is in hiding because the government's trying to find him, obviously, because Hulk's always got a problem with the military. So he's in Brazil. He works at a bottling company for soda, which is hilarious. So just trying to blend in. So that's pretty awesome. There's one thing.
Never order Brazilian soda either.
It might have some gamma-infused blood, which is what I was about to say. That's like one of the funniest like Stan Lee cameos. He's like,
whoa. And he just drops dead. Yeah.
Like, all right, well. So obviously the government starts to hear about this. Agent Ross is hunting down Bruce Banner, and he has his star special agent, which is Blonsky.
On loan from England. I forget the organization.
Yeah, probably SAS, I think.
I think you're right. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
And I love this actor. I think he did a really great job. I love how intense he is with his work, and he's making it a personal vendetta to hunt him down and find him. And when they do find him at this bottling company, they start shooting at him, and Hulk is it's a lot different than the Ang Lee Hulks, which is great. Like, they cared more about the action. And
the less of that movie.
There's no Hulk poodles. There's no like lovey-dovey crap, and it's Hulk.
Yeah.
You know, it's a plain action movie. Yeah. So they want to tranquilize Bruce Banner so they can bring him back to the States in U.S. military custody. And you just see all the darts just like flick off Hulk.
Right off him, man.
I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. And it's almost like a scary movie where during that bottling company, all the lights are off and it's just gunfire, and he starts taking people out.
I wish they had actually waited longer to reveal him as Hulk. Okay. I kind of like the horror aspect of it, because especially with the Immortal Hulk right now. It's more of a horror comic book than anything. Works. It's so good. Yeah. And I wish they'd used that aspect for a while. Like, that would just been kind of make it real like Jekyll and Hyde. Like, obviously that's who he is, but like just to kind of really draw that out a bit more. Yeah. I think it would have been a fantastic decision, but
I totally agree. So. And neither is this guy after this movie. Like, where's he been? There's Clash of the Titans 2, Incredible Hulk, and
oh, really?
Yeah. Oh. So this is definitely the yearning for more movies, but I think he did a great job with this.
I think so too, honestly. I thought he did a really great job. Yeah. I loved Edward Norton as Bruce Banner.
Yeah. I love Mark Ruffalo, but to me, Edward Norton is Bruce Banner. He looks just like how he should in the comic.
He's a pencil neck
nerd. Yeah, it's great.
He looks like a nerd.
Yeah. And it's too bad that we didn't get to see more of him, I guess, interact with the MCU as a whole. Yeah, I just wouldn't. He's a fantastic actor, but there's rumors that he's obviously hard to work with because he's so dedicated to acting and stuff like that. And
he actually transformed into the Hulk.
Yeah, took a bunch of roids.
That was all method acting.
Yeah, he took some advice from Chris Hemsworth before
he
was
Lou Ferrigno around a little bit.
Hired Ronnie Coleman to help him out with his bench press. And
yeah, buddy.
So anyway, so he's on the run still, and he meets up with his former girlfriend, played by Liv Tyler.
Yeah.
Excellent Betty Ross.
Yes and no. I liked her when she actually emoted, especially in New York at the taxi cab driver. But she had this.
That's just her.
She had this whisper like, you're not in Lord of the Rings anymore. Stop talking like that.
She's like that in every movie. Armageddon. No, that's a master. And which is funny because her dad's so loud, and then she's just whispering.
Yeah.
But
Steven Tyler?
Yeah.
Okay. She meant Thaddeus Ross.
Oh yeah. Well, he's also loud. So fast forward, he's back in the U.S. He's under hiding. He is trying to get help from another person. I think his codename was Mr. Blue, and then Hulk was Mr. Green. And so he's finally going to this college. I think it's on the East Coast somewhere. I don't know if
New York. Yeah.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's there. He gets trapped by the military because the military catch wind of that sequence. And there's this really cool scene where Edward Norton, he has to swallow the USB flash drive, and then he's stuck in this glass hallway basically, and they're throwing all these smoke grenades and tear gas grenades and what have you. And you just see him like just smash out of there, and it was so cool. I remember just thinking, I was like, all right, now this movie's picking up. And then you have Blonsky there, and he
they gave him a little bit of the super soldier serum,
right?
Just a little, just to make him a little bit younger, technically.
And his fighting too is really cool because he's doing like cartwheels in the air, and like he's just going ham with his 9mm. Like, what is he gonna do? And then Hulk sees that, he's like, what is this guy doing? And he just punches him, or I think he kicks him.
He kicks him. Yeah, he said, "Is that all you got?" And he just kicks him.
Yeah,
he kicks him like 100 yards.
Breaks every bone in his body because I think he lands on the tree.
Yeah, he lands right against the tree, and he's just like a bug on a windshield.
Yeah.
It's kind of comical, honestly.
It's like, oh! And eventually, so to get him back up and speak, because Hulk escapes, they're like, all right, just juice him up again. Thaddeus Ross we need to get him. We're trying to create our own Hulk. And so I guess Bruce Banner tries to beat with Mr. Green, who is
Mr. Blue.
Mr. Blue, I'm sorry. Yeah. And Mr. Blue has sort of a Hulk fetish.
Well, yeah, he's a biology professor. Or genetics professor in New York, and he's been trying to work on basically using Hulk's blood to create cures. He said, we're going to make man immune to all viruses. And boy, would that have been helpful about now.
Don't swallow any Clorox bleach or anything like that. Don't inject it, So
and but Blonsky wants to use it like, no, you give that to me. He's like, I want all of it now, and he does.
Yeah, and it looks cool too because I don't know if it was a makeup department or what, but he looks like a crackhead when he's doing it. He looks bad, and his eyes are all sunken in. And
Tim Roth,
I
know he's Mr. Orange in Reservoir Dogs. That's all I got.
Yeah, great actor, and so anyway, he gets that. He gets basically Hulk's blood in him and some of the gamma radiated magic that makes Hulk tick, and you have Abomination.
Yep.
So just like any good action movie or superhero movie, unlike Ang Lee's Hulk, where he didn't do anything,
he looks sad.
Yeah.
Let's say he didn't do anything.
He fought poodles right on a tree.
Yeah.
Typical. And so they finally
he won an Oscar, by the
way. Yeah, I know. And so I think eventually Bruce Banner is caught by Thaddeus Ross, and they see Abomination just messing things up in the city.
They're helicoptering Bruce Banner out.
Yeah. And then they see that the ruckus going on, and Thaddeus Ross is like, oh, did I cause that?
Yeah, I was like,
all right, just unleash him. So Bruce Banner gets, basically, he jumps off the helicopter.
He just jumps out of the helicopter.
Yeah.
And just like, oh no. And then he just plummets right into the concrete.
Yeah.
I was hoping so hard. It was praying so hard. It was just going to be like credits roll. At that point, I would have loved
Look
that
for
so
Hulk
badly.
and Marvel's Avengers. And so he pops out. He's okay. He's hulked out.
Now.
Yeah. His performance issues are no longer happening. And him and Abomination just go at it.
Yeah.
And it's really a brutal fight scene because
it was
Abomination's getting like, I guess there's a couple bones like sticking out.
Like Doomsday.
Yeah.
Like Superman's Doomsday.
Yeah. He's getting stuck with his own bones. He's getting like choked.
Brutal,
There's a bunch of BDSM in this because he's getting choked with the chain. I was like, all right, it's getting really erotic here.
Well, it's getting a little warm in this theater.
Oh boy. And So anyway, to spoil a 12-year old movie, Abomination loses and Hulk wins. And one thing I didn't like with this movie, even though I thought the action was great, there was a lot of things that I don't think it's necessarily the movie's fault, but it's really MCU's fault. I don't know if it has to do with licensing, but you haven't seen any more of Abomination.
Yeah.
It teases the leader at the end.
Yeah.
With Mr. Green.
Yep.
And then it also has an actor who plays Doc Samson.
Yeah.
And it's just like you have have these great characters that the MCU is just willing, can tap into, I feel like, because obviously they're using Thaddeus Ross a lot. So it's just, when are we going to see this stuff? So maybe a Disney Plus thing with She-Hulk. But it's just, this movie, to me, I really liked it. I think it's very underrated compared to some other Marvel movies.
It is. People dump on this a lot.
Yeah. And it's better than Iron Man 2, in my opinion. It's better than Captain Marvel, for sure. We'll get to that review eventually.
Like 20 movies down the line.
So it's still better than what some of the modern stuff is.
Oh, yeah.
So
Edward Norton killed it. Mm-hmm. Tim Roth was great.
Yeah.
I thought the one thing I don't like about Marvel movies, for the most part, was that they, like, Iron Man, he fought Ironmonger, a bigger Iron Man.
Yeah.
Hulk,
Clones.
Abomination, bigger Hulk. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Ant-Man fought Yellow Jackets.
Yep.
Like, all right, I get it.
They're always mirrors of the heroes.
But this one actually really worked, and it did a really good job because he was just different enough. But man, that was a good fight scene. Yeah, because like he didn't even show him being hauled away. He's just laying there in the middle of Harlem.
Yeah.
Abomination at the end of this. Like,
right.
Where does he go?
Yeah.
Where did they put him?
Somebody just dragging him. Come on, guy. Let's go. But so what are your overall thoughts?
To follow up Iron Man, which is one of my all-time favorites with Hulk, Incredible Hulk, Incredible Hulk is a solid movie.
Yeah.
I would give Iron Man probably a 9. Hulk probably about an 8.
Yeah.
Like it's just a solid, good movie. Like just little touches, like Edward Norton watching a kid show. Bruce Banner watching a kid show in Portuguese to learn Portuguese better. Like that's just cool little things like that just really help build the world. I love that stuff. So solid movie. I give it an 8.
Same here. It's just everything that you said I'm going to echo, which is just Edward Norton did a great job. It was a good movie. I wasn't expecting very much. MCU was still very young at this point. And you have the end credits with Iron Man meeting with Thaddeus Ross at the bar.
And that had to have been shoehorned in.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And it's just...
Like, get Downey Jr. down here now.
What's he doing? I don't know. Get him here. Give him a $25 million check.
Yeah.
And it's just, at that point, it kind of felt more and more real. Like, this could be a thing, like, where all this is interconnected.
Yeah.
I definitely give this movie, low 8, maybe, 7.8 or something if we're going decimals. Yeah. But yeah, I really liked it. But that's all the time we have for this review for The Incredible Hulk. The next review that we're doing is, of course, is Iron Man 2.
And that will be our lamest offenders little mini Civil War. Probably.
Some people love the movie, and some people less than love the movie. So
some people do not like the movie.
We'll try to figure
who is it? We'll find out next week.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys soon.
Appreciate you. Stay lame.
See ya.